You say that because I'm hearing word that certain
Stop it,
members
Lush.
of the Figmunity crew
Not a
are
gang
being
member.
summoned to their hood for DPs as a result of the telling that they did on the podcast the other day. As far as I'm concerned,
well, he just made a whole storyline. This episode of Adam22's show is brought to you by Travis Ford and Dosh Network.
Doing no talking. We don't give a fuck about none of that. How you feel? Fuck your bruises, nigga. Fuck your band-aids, cuz. The House of Fame, bro. California
What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy ODM Slim, and I'm back again with another one. We got a lot of things to do, a lot of content to get into. So let's get into this content. Dejon. Adam responds. Dun-dun-dun.
let's just jump right into it. So a lot of people think that the 22ster should logically be deeply upset about the stream that happened yesterday. I'm gonna let you know. When I saw the flyer and I saw that it was coming up, I was overjoyed.
You're lying. You're lying. This is the first when somebody in desperate need of something going on, the first thing they do is deny that they even worried about it happening. First thing they do, they deny it that they even worried about it at all. Trust me, when he seen it, he said, "Oh my God."
It's like the best thing that could possibly happen. Talk. Just keep talking. The more you talk, the more convinced I am that you don't have appropriate legal counsel, because the number one thing that they're going to tell you is stop talking. Let's also throw this out there. You are still technically an employee of No Jumper. You're just on like temporary leave due to the fact that you stopped showing up.
Yeah.
They and in addition to that, you've signed an NDA.
No, right there. Right there. Multiple things just happened. I'm going to break it down to my audience. Multiple things just happened. One, Adam admits that a lawsuit could be possibly coming in his way because he's saying if you had a legal team, if nothing never happened, you know it's nowhere, nothing in hell can, he got a legal team because nothing ever happened. But I want you to talk. I want you to talk. I want you to talk because I want to get something on you that we can settle out a deal. That's what I want you to talk. Yeah, talk. But when he realized what he did, he started talking too.
Mm-hmm. So you're coming out and you're lying about an assault that allegedly happened at No Jumper, and you are lying because you do not have any evidence. And that was abundantly...
Now listen, you are lying that you have any evidence. If somebody takes me to the hospital, if a hospital says somebody took him to the hospital, they was in with him, all that stuff, you already admitting guilt. That y'all know something happened. If it was no entry or no busting of the skin, it's no way the doctor would do x-rays. Why would I do x-rays if it's nowhere in your skin you got scraped, bust open, nothing? Make it make sense. If he got x-rays and stuff, that means he said fragments is busting around and he had some type of mark on his leg or something that where some fragment could go inside there. Straight up. Why don't you talk?
Clear to me when I saw some clips from that stream. If he did have a photo of
he watched the stream.
Don't you think that he would have been trotting it out and showing the guys?
Now listen. Now, perfect right there. Right there. Now, listen. This is another sign of I'm guilty. he had a photo, he would have showed them. He would show them on live. He didn't show them on live. I can win. What's saying something did happen. Something did happen. You was telling us with your motions and body for something did happen.
It's the same way that he was showing them the conversations.
Right.
Don't you think that if there was really a wound?
Well, the conversation, first of all, the conversations he already let out. The conversation he already showed. He showed that already. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff he said he wanted to be hold. He wanted to hold for that moment of the lawyer. So of course I'm not going to show you out everything.
That it already would have been posted on Instagram. So yeah, you're under NDA, and the problem with the NDA.
Now, that's the problem right here. That's what you need to understand. An NDA does not cover if I almost get killed at the work that I can't say nothing. The NDA do not cover that. An NDA do not cover that. If it's anything life threatening, I can speak on. Now anything personal, this and that, and personal business now, I cannot talk about. But if you threaten my life, an NDA is out the window, bro. It don't matter. You cannot say you go sign an NDA, but I can shoot at you, I can stab you, I can do it because you signed an NDA. No, it don't mean that. It does not mean that. Please do not try to fool the people. It does not mean that.
Yeah, is that a lot of times if you want to sue somebody for violating the NDA, then you're forced to basically like you're kind of fucked because you have to be able to demonstrate that they did significant damage to your business or you. The thing is that.
But this is the thing. It ain't about did he do significant damage to you or your business. An NDA only covers certain things. It doesn't say that I'm allowed to damn near die and you can get away with it. No, that does not cover that. It does not cover that. It doesn't say that I can sue my boss or you can, listen, he can break an NDA once his life was threatened. Once my life is threatened, I can go to the police. But NBA doesn't mean nothing more. It doesn't mean nothing.
Can't think of anything that would be more damaging to the reputation of my business than lying about an assault that took place at this business. Right. And I can't think of anything dumber than being an active employee who's on temporary leave and going on a podcast and being so stupid that you got manipulated by handicapped/obese people to air out all the details. They obviously don't have your best interest in mind. They were laughing in your face.
So listen, he's hurt. He's hurt. He's still calling him his employee. He's still out there. Bro, he's hurt. Adam. He's hurt. I see it.
From the clips that I saw throughout the whole thing, they were clowning you jabroni. So not only have you gotten yourself into a position where you're significantly weakened from a legal standpoint, but you now also might have to lawyer up and fight the potential charges that could be coming down or the potential lawsuit that could be coming from violating your NDA. No. Now,
there's no violation. There's no violation of an NDA. There's no violation. He did not violate his NDA. He talked about an event that happened straight up. Now, but during the lawyer findings, they find out certain things and certain things happen. Now, he did not violate any day. That's why if you look at what they quote unquote said, the security guard, it might not have been a security guard, y'all. The security guard was cold. Listen to what they were saying. The security guard. He said, the security guard. I'm going to leave it like that.
A lot of people have thrown it out there. A lawyer might be willing to take his case pro bono. And just, because they might be so confident in it.
It's a lot of man hours, though.
Are those same lawyers going to pro bono represent you when you're being sued by your past or current, I guess, employer?
No.
Because you broke your NDA? I don't think so. I don't see anybody lining up for that. If you ask me, I could immediately destroy whatever kind of financial situation you have going on by forcing you to put down a retainer.
Now, that's what I'm telling you right now. Look, so he's nervous. Well, he just said multiple times, because you're thinking about a lawyer is going to take your case pro bono because you're trying to sue me, right? So he has to have evidence. Something has to happen. If nothing happened, why am I saying it like something happened? Why am I like, you got action? Why am I saying you got action? He going to tell him multiple times you got action. But y'all got to catch it. Catch it. Make sure I catch it. What was one nigga, catch this gang, though. Nina boy.
For a lawyer. And I don't know that I'm necessarily going to do that, but I've been talking to my lawyers all day about what we are planning.
Why?
And so I don't want to let anything out of the bag too crazy.
If nothing happened, why?
Trust me, what happened yesterday on stream was 100% good for me.
Lying.
Realistically, kind of.
100% good for you? You're lying. You know why? Because if it was 100% good for you, when we were talking right now, you wouldn't go in the stream. You wouldn't come up and make a stream tomorrow to trying to break something stuff they said up. No, you're lying.
Good for the community, guys.
Because they got numbers from it.
Exactly. And all bad for him. You dumb fuck.
Look.
What the fuck were you thinking?
Right.
Now, and on top of that, you said that it helped them numbers-wise.
Yeah,
Let's just talk about where they're at versus where we're at. They did the same numbers with him airing out what could possibly be the most dramatic, most insane storyline in the history of No Jumper. They got the same numbers that we got by me, you, Brick Baby, and Sharp sitting around kicking it, smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
And that really is telling about where we're at and where they're at.
And I'm going to tell you what's telling about it. Because I hate when people do this, right? We're going to say Fig Meeting World. I'm going to go roughly 200,000, right? Say that. This is going to roughly say 200,000. Fig Meeting World, 200,000. I don't know where it's at right now. So we roughly say 200,000, right? No Jumper podcast, 4.5 million. So you 4,300,000 above them. And you talking about where they at and where you're at? No, it tells you where you're at. Because you have a way bigger platform and you fucking scaling your magnitude of success with a platform that's way smaller than yours. It tells you where you're at in your mind. I swear to God. You don't understand that, bro. Understand that. It tells you where you're at. That you're worried about AD, Fig Mutant in them, that's a fragment of No Jumper. And you want to talk about they streams in their lives and all that? Because guess what? By you saying that, they're in a great spot. That means they're above, they're in your talk at that small. They're the talk at that small. They're the No Jumper ops, and they're smaller than No Jumper. Wow. Wow. It shows us. Adam, think before you talk.
Do you remember when I started calling them reaction channels?
Right.
And it seemed very hyperbolic. It was like, obviously I was kind of taking the piss. I was giving them a hard time, etc. Never did I ever imagine that we would arrive at a time like this in which they really are one-trick ponies and only have one thing to fall back on, which is interviewing our former employees. I don't know what they're going to do when that kind of runs out, because it already feels like, holy shit, you only...
When that kind of runs out, I don't think that ever kind of runs out, because if you're going to keep trying to throw away your employees like a throwaway blower, you got throwaways. Trust me. You're going to keep throwing away. And then we keep more and more stories coming, because that's the way you do it. Adam22's.
Only got like 9K off of like the most dramatic storyline that you could possibly imagine. Also false storyline that you could ever imagine.
Also, you see what I'm saying? Also, he was taught to say that. Also false. But they got action, because they might sue us. So I was talking to my lawyers earlier, because they got a false story coming out.
In the history of No Jumper, you got 9K. We had 9K from listening to Sharp talk about God knows
what he heard.
From talking about why.
That's how you know a man's ego is hurt. They always try to play it to whatever they're successful at. They always play like, what about this? But what about this? What about this? We talking about the content at hand. That's the problem. That's how you know this would you've been around whack too long. They don't talk about the content at hand. They dodge all the rest of the stuff. Let's talk about him having fake stuff, him saying what he's saying. You speak on that. You're not gonna speak on that because you know he got action.
Almighty doesn't like him. From me and Lush, or from me and Brick having a not even confrontational conversation about him selling promo on the channel, whatever. Like,
yeah,
this is like the two sides. Yeah. We look so good and they look so bad. But granted, they did get a stream that didn't have like 4,000.
Granted, they did get a stream that had 4,000. We look so good. They look so bad. That's the narrative we pushing. This got some of you and Dejon Paul. That's it. Dejon Paul. That's the only thing got some you and Dejon Paul. You make it about Fig Community World because they cracked the story. You would love for him to come on No Jumper and tell that story. If you told that story on No Jumper, you wouldn't probably mad. On ganging him.
Live viewers like the way that they typically would.
No,
they
so
got a
for
little
it was
boost.
a good look for them, for sure.
As far as him, bro, I still care about you in some weird way. Why the fuck would you let them do that to you? What the fuck are?
Now that's it right now. Look, I still care about you in some weird way, or some weird gay way. You know what I'm saying? Why would you let them do that to you? Why would you let them do that to you? If it's fake and all that, why would you do that? Period. Why would you do that? But trust me, do that to you because now I gotta do all this other shit to try to scare you to take legal charges, try to tell you this, try to tell you that, which it has no merit in this. It has no merit in this. I'm telling you right now.
Are you thinking?
Well, something that stuck out to me is
look at him.
The now cliched phrase "selective politicking." How when
now cliche phrase selective politicking. Now go ahead and put your 2 cents in. Civilian. I hate people trying to act like they members. They civilians. Oh, you a gang member? No, he's not. He's a civilian.
Well, the whole when the Alki David lawsuit that homegirl had against him came to light, that I spoke up on her behalf, and they said that's borderline ratting. You know what I mean? But this, even though there is no criminal case, nobody was indicted.
Wait. Lush, nah, bruh. Cause he's a civilian, you's a gang member. So like, right? So like, he can snitch. You can't snitch.
But that's still,
he's not a gang member, bro. He's not a gang member, bro. That's a lie. Stop putting that on people, bro. That's a lie.
It's interesting you say that because I'm hearing word that certain
Lush.
of the Fig Community crew
Not a
are
gang
being
member.
summoned to their hood for DPs as a result of the telling that they did on the podcast the other day. As far as I'm concerned,
well, he just made a whole storyline. So people on Fig Community World is getting DP'd for doing. Man, he lying. Why is he making up these lies? Why you're lying, Adam? Who will be DP'd for you? You crazy as hell. They didn't say nothing.
certain members of that podcast are now on the level of a 6ix9ine, of a King Yella.
God. Listen. If it was all fake, right? If it was all fake, that's in your words. If it's all fake, then how they all snitches?
The indictments are coming. The DPs are coming.
And this isn't.
Whoa, you heard that? The indictments are coming. I better watch out, bro. This is getting tricky. I'm gonna stop right there. This is getting tricky. I don't want to hear no more. The indictments are coming. Lush trying to kiss up. Lush was just talking stuff about this man like a couple months back. Now he up here, sucking in on that thing. Get off that thing, Lush. Get off that thing. Stop slurping. It's not a slurpee. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. ODM Slim Show, bro. I'm ODM Slim, man. I got you.